Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, hello, everybody. Thank you guys so much for hopping in and joining me. I appreciate you. Make sure that you're putting in the chat where you're joining me from. I would absolutely love to give you a shout out. As you know, it is Tuesday, and you guys know what goes down here on Tuesday. White chat goes down here on Tuesday. So do me a huge, huge favor. Make sure that you're letting all my one sexy wives know that wife chat is going down. So do me a favor and make sure that you put in the chat where you're joining me from. I would absolutely love to give you a shout out. And again, I hope that your week is off to an amazing start. For me, yesterday was crazy, slam busy. Today, I decided I was going to work the first half of the day and take the other half off because I needed to get myself some rest. This weekend, I had my casting call. Oh my God. It was amazing. Thank you to all the couples who came out from the DMV area. I appreciate you. I do. So Saturday was an amazing day. I did my casting call for my TV show, Dr. Gail on Love, Sex, and Marriage, and it was a huge success. So thank you to all the couples who braved this weather, all the rain and all the stuff that was going on, and came out. So we have enough couples to shoot the pilot. So I'm grateful, but we're still looking for people to be a part of the online television part of it, as well as future episodes. So if you're interested, please go visit my website. I would, just love, love, love. Go to drgailtvshow.com and drgailtvshow.com and fill out the form. I would love to chat with you, whether you're in the DMV area or not. We still have an online component to that. And so if you would like to be a part of future episodes, but I mean, God was amazing this past Saturday. I thought nobody was going to come because of the rain, but the devil is a liar. You guys showed up, so I am forever grateful. And then also we had I went and helped one of my really good girlfriends with her tea company. She has a tea company called Tea Lovers Cafe. It's an online tea company, and I absolutely love her tea. And I always feature it on Evening Tea with Gail. And I mean, the tea is amazing. And so I went and helped her. And she did she was vending at an event, and it was really nice. Hi, Scott. How are you from Georgia? I appreciate you. Oh, oh no, it's your 20th anniversary, but your marriage is over. I'm so sorry to hear that. I wish you would have ran into me. Maybe we could have helped you in your marriage. But anyway, thank you so much for getting on. I appreciate you. All you guys that are listening to me, please put in the chat where you're joining me from. I would appreciate it, and I would love to give you a shout out. So let's look at today's chat. This chat comes from a wife from Little Rock, Arkansas. She said they've been married 4 years and they have a 9-month-old baby. And here's what she said. Hi, Leo. How are you? Tell your wife I said happy birthday. I put it on her post, but tell her I said happy birthday, and I hope you guys are doing well. It says, my husband is always texting someone, and when I ask who it is, he always responds, my boy, right? Then I ask, why can't you ever talk to him on the phone? Why are you always texting him? And he answers all the time, he's at work. I have never met this friend, and I'm starting not to believe him, but I don't want to accuse him of doing or doing something that he's not doing, like having an affair. So this is a wife, been married 4 years with a 9-month-old baby. And so this is a hard one, right? Because again, if you guys have followed me for any length of time, you know that affairs don't start with sex. Affairs starts with conversations. And I'm not saying that this young man is having an affair, but to this wife, it seems that he's always texting, and it's always the same person, but he never seems to be able to talk. And his excuse is always he's at work. Okay. And so let me give her some tools and strategies. And this can work for a woman or a man that is constantly on their phones. Cell phones are great, right? But they can be a blessing and a curse, right? Because, with social media and having access in the palm of your hands, so many things can come into your inboxes. Okay. And let me just tell you this, I don't think I'm the most beautiful girl in the world, but I'm Gil's most beautiful girl. But I don't think I'm a bad looking woman either, right? And let me tell you, in the palm of my hand, I could be having affairs all over the world. I really can, right? Because men come in my inbox because I do what I do, and I talk about sex a lot and intimacy and all those kind of things. And it blows my mind that they think I'm talking about these things and I'm not married, right? It blows my mind. So it can open up the door, right, for people to come into my inbox and say these things to me and send me all these crazy pictures and all of those kind of things. But Gil and I, like I said, we've been at this 36 years, and I always just show him the messages or whatever. I had one guy that sent me a plane ticket or sent a jet, just crazy. Like, I've had some crazy things that has went on when it comes to this. So like I said, it's a blessing or a curse. And so what I want you guys to look at this, and like I said, you can't go into this just automatically saying that he's having some type of affair, right? And also I have to look at it from a different perspective as well, is that this lady just had a baby 9 months ago. She is still postpartum, right? And she still is probably not, her hormones are not in balance. So anything that is going on currently could be blown out of proportion, because again, her hormones are all over the place. She's probably not feeling her best when it comes to how she looks in the mirror. I didn't get a chance to ask all of those questions, but sometimes after you have a baby, you don't feel that you are as appealing to your spouse. So your senses are more heightened than they normally would be. Okay. So the first thing that I would suggest that this young lady does, or anybody that is feeling like their spouse might be using their phone not in the correct way, right? And they're always on it and always texting someone, and you're not knowing who they're texting, you've never met this person and all this kind of stuff, is the first thing you need to have a conversation and tell them how it makes you feel. Not pointing fingers, but how it makes you feel. It makes me feel like, it makes me feel insecure. It makes me feel like, you and I are not connecting the way you're connecting with the other person that you're texting. It makes me feel whatever those words are. You use those words, it makes me feel, not blaming the other person, but putting them in your shoes and making them understand how it makes you feel. Okay. Number two, straight out ask, can I meet this friend that you're texting, right? What is wrong with that, right? Gil and I, for the most part, don't have any friends that I have not met of his, and he hasn't met of mine, right? Is there a couple of coworkers and stuff that he might have that I haven't met? Yes, but our major core friends that I, say I'm going out of town with my girlfriends, or he's going out with the guys or whatever, we have met them, each other's friends. And so therefore, if it's really your friend, you shouldn't have no problems with your spouse meeting that person, right? So ask to meet his friend. Number three, don't automatically accuse your spouse of cheating, because that puts them in a defensive posture, and it also creates a tension in your household, especially if you don't have proof. I'm a especially if you don't have proof, right? Your mind could be running wild. You can be thinking all of those things, and the devil is 100% busy, especially when it comes to marriages. So make sure you just don't come out and accuse your wife, your spouse, of doing something when you don't have proof. Okay. And number four, you got to get your emotions under control. And I said that earlier, that she is in, postpartum, right? She just had a baby. So her emotions, her hormones, all of these things, she's probably at home if she normally is working. So all of these things are going on. And like I said, the idle mind is a devil's workshop. So, her mind is probably going, and it's probably not going in the right direction. So my thing is, get your hormones and your emotions under control, because what you might be thinking is not always true. Okay. And then the last thing I really want to impress up on anybody, right? I believe that God reveals everything, right? So my thing is, pray about the situation. Ask God to lead and to guide you on what is going on with your spouse. Because let me just tell you, He will reveal, He will lead, He will guide, He will expose, He will do what He will remove, He will do whatever needs to be done for you to be comfortable and to be safe and for you to be protected, right? Because again, for me, like you guys that follow me know, I'm up every single morning at 4 a.m. praying and interceding for my personal marriage, for my family, and for you guys as marriage, right? And ever since I've been doing that, I put a hedge of protection around myself, put a hedge of protection around Gail, because I can't be with him 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I don't have the space nor the time to be worried about what Mr. Crowder is doing. I just don't. And so my thing is, I send angels and I ask God for wisdom, for discernment, and you have it. And He will give it to you. So my thing is, when a woman try to holler at Gil, and trust me, nobody wants somebody that nobody else wants. So let's just put that very, very clear. But my thing is that for God to give him the discernment, yeah, she trying to push up on me. She just not trying to be my friend. However that works, okay? And so my thing to this young lady is to really have a conversation with your spouse and tell them how this relationship or friendship makes her feel, and also ask to meet this person so you can be at ease. And so my prayer is that this helps not just a woman, but also helps a man if their wife's head is buried in her cell phone, and you keep asking, who are you texting at all these times, and they just keep saying, my girlfriend. Okay. The other thing that I have going on, I'm doing a 10-day challenge called the Burnt Out Wife, and it's a 10-day challenge. And every day for 10 days, starting on October the 15th through the 24th, we will go into a group setting, and I will pour into you guys for an hour. So it's an hour worth of group coaching every single day for 10 days, because I understand what it is to be a wife, and I understand what it is to be operating on absolutely nothing. And so I don't want you guys to continue that. So go to my website, gailcrowder.com, and click on the Burnt Out Wife. I would absolutely love, love, love for you guys to be a part of it. Hi, Johanna. How are you? I appreciate you for getting on here. Please tell everybody where you're joining us from. But if you're a wife on here and you're burnt out, please go take the challenge. I would love, love for you to do that. Just know that I only have 10 spots for the Burnt Out Wife Challenge that starts on October the 15th. And I would love to have you guys. And like I said, this will be done virtually. And so thank you so much for joining me from Virginia. I appreciate you. But this will be a 10-day challenge. And again, you can go to gailcrowder.com, join the challenge. It starts on October the 15th. You don't want to miss it. Every single day, you're going to get something about self-care and how to end burnout that you have created most of the time for yourself, because I've been there. Hi, hello everybody. Hi Angela, how are you? I appreciate you guys for getting on here. Again, thank you for everybody who came out to my live casting call for Dr. Gail on love, sex, and marriage on Saturday. I appreciate you. If you want to be considered for the online version, please go visit drgailtv.com, drgailtvshow.com. Let me get that right. Because we will be casting for the online version of that. And again, I am so happy. Thank you for joining me from Canada. I appreciate you. Again, to this wife that her husband, is always texting someone, have a conversation, ask to meet his friend, don't accuse him of cheating, get your emotions under control, and most of all, pray and ask God for a spirit of discernment when it comes to what is going on with your husband, when it comes to this other person that he continues to text. All right. I love you guys to pieces. You guys know how to find me. If you are struggling in your marriage, you don't have to do this alone. Just know that I'm here. You can go to my website and schedule a free 15-minute discovery call. I'm not trying to sell you nothing. I'm just trying to give you one tool and one strategy to help you in your marriage. If you want me to answer something on Wife Chat, all you got to do is inbox me or email me, and I will never expose your name. I will just say where it came from a husband or a wife, and the state that you're in. All right. I love you guys. Have an amazing night.